You know, like I was saying, man, so I walk in there, my brother's around, and I end up kissing my own brother.
Where are you? And I'm so fuck, wrong song. Social media. We're addicted. We can't get enough of it. No matter how much we say we can stop. I know you. The moment you wake up, you reach for your phone and you start scrolling. I know. But the worst of it all, that it has baited us. And it's definitely possible that you have no idea that you've been baited by social media. In which case, I'm hoping if you're watching this, you'll start to take everything with a grain of salt. And the major importance of this is because social media has rotted our brains as to what is regular and what's just complete fantasy and not realistic whatsoever. There are a lot of content creators out there who are dishonest for a lot of the things that they put on. And maybe dishonest isn't the right word, but it's definitely not a whole truth a lot of the time. And a big problem that this has caused is there's a lot of people who now suffer from body dysmorphia because of all of this. And I'm not just talking about men, women as well. And I'm not saying this all just to shit on these content creators. No, by all means, keep doing what you're doing, you know, make your money, keep your hustle up. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But a little bit of honesty would be nice. That way people's minds don't get completely broken by this. We've got women who want to get their BBLs done. They want to get plastic surgeries done. And we got men who want to start taking TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, by the time they turn 16. And it's like, whoa, dude. And don't even get me started on what porn has done to male opinions of themselves. This shit's like a fucking police officer's flashlight. What the fuck, man? How do you even put pants on? And it's some bullshit. And of course, if these are the directions that you want to go in your life, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But now on to you. Please understand that majority of the things that you see on social media, those are not the brand new standards of attraction. Those are not the standards of beauty or how men or women should look. I promise you, just so long as you groom yourself and just take somewhat care of your body and have at least an ounce of personality on you, you will be able to attract someone, so long as you turn down the desperation and just be normal. And so I want to give everyone here an example of something they need to take with a grain of salt. Now, I can already hear some of you thinking to yourselves, oh, she's mid. As if you wouldn't piss yourself while thinking what your kids would look like, all because she went over to you and asked you what time it was. But anyways, let's go see what a day in her life looks like.
Princess treatment only, and I just met a guy who does just that. If you're new here, welcome to my dating diaries, where I overshare my dating life in New York. This guy slid into my DMs on Instagram saying that my dating diaries are very downtown based and I should have an uptown edition, so let's call this guy Uptown Man. I asked what a night uptown entails, and he said shopping at Hermes and dinner at Daniel. At first I thought he was kidding, but then when he called me a car, I saw that the end location was Hermes on Madison Ave. Once I arrived, I met him inside the store, and I was greeted with champagne, and then we went straight to the shoe section. I tried on the Oran sandals and was debating between the brown and white. He preferred the white, so I went with that. He then checked out and we walked over to Daniel. Uptown Man was an extreme gentleman, and he told me he believes in princess treatment only. He talked me up like no other and told me I'm so worthy for a 21-year-old. We talked about our favorite spots in London, Paris, and Saint-Tropez. That's when I told him I'm going to Paris at the end of this week, and he offered to make me reservations while I'm there. He told me that I'm worth so much more than a last-minute reservation at some mid-bar downtown. Also, the food and drinks at Daniel was top tier. It was probably one of the best dinners I've ever had. This was the best part. At the end of dinner, he offered to bring me back to the kitchen to meet the chef at the restaurant. Before going our separate ways, we made plans to see each other once I'm back in town. He then called me a car and texted me immediately after. Uptown Man sets the bar extremely high. Ladies, don't listen to any dusty man when they tell you your standards are too high.
And there you have it, folks. What, you can't afford to give your girl $485 caviar from Daniel? You can't give her that $9,000 cashmere coat from Hermes, the fucking messenger god of Olympus? Are you even a man at all? So the part that you're not being told here is that this woman just so happens to be an escort, which the transaction seems completely consensual and not predatory whatsoever, so it's completely fine. And if you're thinking to yourself, how can that possibly become predatory? There's a scene in an incredible movie you need to watch called Fanboys. But the issue here is what she says at the end.
Extremely high. Ladies, don't listen to any dusty man when they tell you your standards are too high.
Now, if she was only referring to her other co-worker escorts, I'd be totally okay with it. But no, I think she's pretty much talking about all ladies in general. It's just me, but I don't think it's a very good message to send to women that they should expect caviar $9,000 coats just to have sex for a single night. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make is you're being farmed for clicks, okay? That's it. It's not real. It's complete illusion. They make this shit because it generates clicks. So yes, you're going to see men and women do these outrageous things that push the fucking boundary, but in the end, reality is reality. I'm gonna take you back to an old banger that they made because they knew you guys would lose your shit over this.
Have a girlfriend?
I don't.
Do you think I'm hot?
Not really.
Oh, why?
Way many more people attractive here than you.
What's not hot about me?
Your personality and your voice.
My voice?
You're a little too small. You can maybe like eat a burger, not be anorexic.
That's aggressive.
I don't know who you're trying to impress. No one's gonna simp over you.
Absolute fucking Chad! Bestow upon him his crown! Oh shit. But yeah, completely fake. She changed her voice so many times I don't even know which one was her real voice. But to summarize, if you're under 6 feet, it's okay. If you're making minimum wage, it's okay. If Hermes didn't bless you with his $9,000 coat to court your woman, then I'm sorry you're fucked. And if you're not endowed with the girth and height of Johnny Sins, then you should just give up now. Later guys, see you in the next one. Also, what the fuck happened to Helldivers? Why the fuck did it become so difficult all of a sudden? I feel like I'm playing a different game. I can't go 5 minutes without my anal cavity being expunged to Kingdom Come.